Finally.
Hey, Joseph.
Hey.
Let's chat.
What?
Let's chat to let the music play.
You are astronomical, fans of alcohol, so welcoming. Rising in the east and setting in the west, all waving flags. We're all waving flags now, waving flags, but don't be scared. Legal drinking age, a minimum wage. Well, welcoming from across the fistula. You've come so very far, all waving flags. We're all waving flags now, waving flags. But don't be scared. It just tastes good, especially tonight. So welcoming, we are barbarians. Oh, welcoming, cross the Caribbeans. Oh, welcoming, we are from Slavia. Oh, welcoming, across the Styria. Oh, we can't fail. Not with check gangsters. No, we won't fail. Not with check gangsters. So
All right, so that was British Sea Power, waving flags. I do want to say that I am here with Joseph. Hi, Joseph. You want to say hi?
Hey.
Hey,
Hello.
how you doing?
I'm good. I decided to join you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is your first time to the Daily Code Kickoff, I believe.
Yup.
Cool. You've been hearing good things, I assume?
Yup. So today decided I will not sleep.
I know you're in Kenya, so that's what time is it over there? It's 4:45,
Oh,
4:40.
yeah. 440.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, just to show you the format, essentially, we kind of describe what we're about to work on, like, right now, for the next 24 hours, next 12 hours, next hour. And then we can like jump right in. We could maybe even jump right in immediately. We'll see. So yesterday we had a call. Let's see, Joseph. And let me just take that out. So just to show you, I'll sort of talk about what I'm going to work on. And then you can do the same thing. So I took care of that yesterday. I'm actually going to do this here. Review Peter's tickets for Synchro Needs. And if I have time, I might review some website one front end. Review the board at least. See if I can do anything there. Okay. And then offline, I'm gonna get ready for the. Sorry, off air. I'm gonna get ready for the Elixir Mob, which is at 12:45 p.m. UTC. And yeah, so Joseph, what do you plan to work on, right now over the next 12 hours, 24 hours? You're probably going to go to bed soon, so.
Yeah. So I'm just here to watch.
Yeah, okay.
Then,
So just
yeah.
hanging out at the daily code kickoff. Cool. You might help me review some tickets. This is a Create React app. Create React app. I don't think you've looked at it, have you?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Well,
Looked at the Symphonies PR or
just anything about it at all?
about what?
The board or the repo or?
No, nothing.
Okay. Well, let's head over there. So, and I'm trying to test out my key bindings. Okay, that worked. Okay, cool. So I'll be able to switch a little bit better once I get the hang of this. So let's head over there. This is a board. So Peter and Mike got started on this, and they're relatively new to React. They've been coding in other programming languages. Peter does like design type of stuff, and they've been following Steven Grider's course on React. They were looking for some not so complicated tickets to work on, and so I told them, hey, I got this repo, this championer repo, Synchro Needs, and this is the front end, the client. And let me just show you let me show you some of Felicia's work. So in one of the tickets, I showed them what Felicia had done to sort of like help set up a repo, so sort of the workflow. And they kind of ran with it and reused a good portion of it. We were talking about this earlier today. And so like all this here, she added, and Peter and Mike added it. Yeah, so this is one of the mock-ups done by Brent Barty. He's one of AgileVentures members. And this is the artist page. Oops. I think yeah, okay. Yeah, and so this is what I got them started working on, kind of the like the routing and the bio part, and yeah, and so they did quite a bit of the setup stuff, all that documentation that you saw there, and so Peter put in a few tickets since then, since Sunday here, so I think we might take a look at those. This one here might be easy to start off with. So yeah, add yarn command after pull to read me. So that's after like get pull. And let's take a look at that. Joseph, I hear you're a big fan of React, and you've recently gotten into hooks. Anything to say about that?
Yeah, sure. Hooks are the hottest thing in React right now. They are easy to use. It's not like other frameworks or the way they are. If they release something new, you have to train your mind to use what they released. So hooks, with hooks, you can reduce the size of your React component. Dan Abramov says like 90%.
Yeah.
And also you can use some of the logic that with hooks you can make your own custom hooks and then use those hooks in different components. So you might find two components are almost doing the same thing, like fetching data, storing the data in the state, but the only thing that's different is the endpoint they are fetching the data from. So one is fetching the data from /user, the other one is fetching data from /project. So with hooks, you can have just a custom hook for you to just pass in the URL. You can pass in the URL or whatever you want, and then you can just read that hook in the project's component and in the user component. Now you don't have to put component did mount to fetch the data from the user component, and also have component did mount in the project's component to fetch the data in the project's component. So it's pretty awesome.
Yes, so I've also heard that it helps you sort of organize your code a little better. So there's not as much indirection jumping around. What do you you would agree with that?
Yeah, true. That's true.
So these are like the benefits, I guess. Yeah, and so it's not technically out yet, right? It's in 16.8. Is that right?
Yeah, it's
React
in the alpha
16.8.
version. Yeah. So not yet. They are doing some extensive testing before they release into production.
I think you said it was going to be released like in the first quarter or second quarter of 2019.
Yeah, they're looking to release it in the second quarter.
Oh, second quarter, okay.
Yeah, but Dan Abramov himself has in the past said they're going to release something in a month, but then it takes like 3 months or so.
Yeah, like this right here. This was posted November 8th, talking about it being released in 16.7. which
Yeah.
didn't happen. Or I'm sorry, they're currently in it. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I don't know. They gotta try to get it right, and then before you know it, it's gone. Like,
Yeah.
um, yeah. When was the last time you used Create class? It's gone. It's out of there.
Yeah. But I've seen people use it. For example, Wikipedia education, the Wikipedia
Yeah,
education dashboard. They use Create
yeah. They have
class.
such a big system, and you know a lot of contributors actually, and you know it's trying to give people work, and so it just takes a while. I know they just recently switched to Redux, and it took them a while from Flux. It took them like over a year. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's a really cool app. It's like to help you edit. What to do to help you edit? Like for professors, to sort of
Yeah.
collectively help you edit Wikipedia pages and give it like as assignments. And
Yeah.
so it's
Yeah.
this project over here. If I could go to it. This one right here. Oh, I'm not sharing my key bindings aren't working. Let me try that again. So that's yeah, it's not showing it. Ah, 1 second. Not that project. It is this one here at AgileVentures. It's a Rails React project. Yeah. Yeah, I think were you able to contribute to this? I think you were trying to at the beginning when you first joined AgileVentures.
Yeah. I raised the PR, but then I didn't work on it. The feedback that I got, uh, yeah, I haven't had the time to finish the ticket. You know, I've been busy, especially now that I've been working closely with the core team at Facebook or React.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
that was that came out of nowhere, right? They wanted to bring you in. They saw your React skills at AgileVentures.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
doing like you're reviewing tickets over there, right? Is that right?
yeah, and fixing typos, that kind of stuff. You know,
Hey, someone's got to do it, right?
yeah, I mean, it's that.
Cool.
Um,
So on that note, let's jump back to this ticket here. So this one here is fairly simple and it looks good. I looked at it while you were talking there, and so I'm just gonna go ahead and add my review. This is exactly what you do over at Facebook. Um, so I'm gonna approve this. I always like to start with the person of the name so that they could see it in the email that it relates to them. Uh, thanks, Peter. This is very helpful. Some people forget to run yarn after they pull from develop. So do that. And charge like this, and then I'll just that'll rerun through the CI. I'll just close that out and jump back to the board. So that's here. I'll just move it over. Yeah, so maybe.
So there's no way like you can get the automatic the tickets moved automatically when you merge to done, for example.
Yeah, there is, and I think they might have maybe have done it there if I wouldn't have done it myself. And also, I guess I do want to add WaffleBot to this, which helps automate that for sure. But yeah, I do have to like request access to Sam because he's the owner of the AgileVentures organization, and only he can do that. But yeah, that's useful. So here, let's actually jump into some actual real code here. This ticket here, there's only really one route currently. That's this one, because I had them start on the artist. And actually, not that one. This one here. He has a check mark. That's cool. And so I might run the app here in a second just to review this ticket. And so he proposed all of these based on the mock-up. If you look at it over here. And so yeah, I said that'll work out great. So I think he went ahead and added them. So yeah, artist causes about artist new. Obviously there'll be a few more. Yeah, I do want to see these two here. And performance since contact. So let me open that up. And I'll just switch over to code. Let me see if the key bindings are working. Yeah, nice. So actually I'll switch over to, let's see, terminal. And let's see, CD code apps.
So are the people viewing us on
What about him?
on Twitch see the same view as I'm currently seeing?
Yeah.
Or they have a different?
Well, I mean, I could show you. So I guess I could go over here to show everyone. And if I switch back to Twitch like this is what they see here.
Oh.
So I was just coding, that'll catch up. There's a little bit of a delay. And yeah, just watch it flip here in a second. Yeah, that's a pretty long delay. 9, 10. Yeah, that's a long delay. Usually I think it's only about 8 seconds, something like that.
Oh, so you had finished opening the directory, but it's still there? Or why are you saying there's a delay?
Oh, you know why? Because I never switched it over here. Yeah, so I just showed you, but I didn't show. Okay. I thought I did that. So I thought I did this, but I guess I didn't. So let's see that delay here. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So about 8 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay, cool. So that's a view that they can see. Let me switch back to the terminal. This is the behind the views scene right here. And So this is Code Apps, and this is Nonprofit. Actually, this is Championer, I think. Yep. Yeah, that's taking a while. You know what though?
You've
OBS.
organized your.
Go ahead. I think there's a little bit of a delay between you and I, Joseph.
Projects are, and send showing everyone.
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit there, Joseph. Maybe you want to type that out, or
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what you were saying was how I organize my projects. Yeah, there's a delay. So just I've organized it through code, apps, nonprofit corporate, or open source, or education. C is for championer. Sometimes it's AB. This is the current app. By the way, check out AVN that we're using here. That automatically switched us over to 1013. And we do have the instructions on how to do that over here. How to get that loaded. So if you go back to code, this is just so first of all, you do want to install NVM. You do want this version. It'll automatically switch it for you, and then do either npm install globally and all of these here. You actually don't need this one really unless you use N. N is kind of like NVM, but I think it's only available for Macs. And you could also use Yarn to set up. We are using Yarn and Yarn lock in this project. Then you run AVN setup, and then when you switch to a directory, if you have a .node version file, it'll switch you automatically. Unfortunately though, in the VS Code terminal, if you have a different default, it'll switch you to your default. Like my default is 8.9.4, node 8.9.4. So you do have to CD back out and actually switch into that terminal. So I'll show you that here in 1 second. Yeah, so let me see. Let me switch this back to the terminal. And yeah. So I'm using these key bindings, but I'm using an option, so it kind of writes these weird characters. So I'm gonna do get fetch origin. To equal any branches. So we got these. Then I'll do code. First, let me show you this. So, so it's actually not in this ticket here. So I'll just show you in Visual Studio Code. And is this your delay, Joseph?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit, but we can hear you good now.
1 second.
Okay.
Yeah, you're talking. I can hear the music play and then stop, play, stop, play.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not breaking up anymore, by the way. So that's good. I do have to switch windows here to the different code editor, I think. Yeah, so let me do that. So this, I'm going here to OBS, and I have code, and I have this current project here. And so I'm going to switch it by clicking on it here, then going. So the Twitch people can't see this because they can't even see my cursor. I'm not sure exactly how to add that yet. So I don't think they'll be able to see the window open either, but you can see this. Actually, what I'll do is switch over. But then if I want to change it, it'll switch back. Yeah, so can't really do that. So hang tight for 1 second, Twitch. Actually, that was rather painless. It didn't actually go blank. So yeah, let's switch to that. And yeah, let's check out this file here. All you gotta do is just add the version number. Oops. And that's it. If you have AVN set up, if you ran AVN setup, it'll work there. And yeah, look at that. Actually, it may have worked here. So if I do node, nice. Let me try to open a new terminal. Yeah, the only bad thing about streaming to Twitch is that OBS, when you're streaming, it hogs a lot of memory, and so it slows everything down. So yeah, so like this is taking forever, where it would just take 1 second.
And you're using a MacBook?
Yeah.
Are you using a MacBook Pro?
No. Yeah, so that's an issue too. It only has 8 gigs. Oh, look, it worked actually. So.
You're using a MacBook Air?
No, just a regular MacBook. Not a Pro, not an Air.
I didn't know. I thought there were just two, either Pro or MacBook Air.
No, check it out. It's working. So that's great. So like you were mentioning before that you kind of forget to switch, and I forget to switch all the time. So kind of like that. So I'm going to check out what was the name of the branch? It was additional routes 31. So we did that. I'll go ahead and do yarn. And I guess I'll, in this other terminal, I'll get it ready to run the test. Yarn test. And while we're doing that, let's take a look at this. Let me head over to Git lens. Close some of these. And compare. Let's see, it's going to be branch 31 and develop. So first you pick the base branch. This is kind of like when you are on GitHub. It's kind of like the left side when you're looking at files changed. And then the second time you pick it, it'll be kind of like the right side. And And so if we look at the files changed here, it's all of these new files added. The README modified a little bit, and the app modified. So let's take a look at that. And I'll run all the, like a very big test suite, Joseph, which consists of like hundreds of tests. Hundreds and hundreds. And so here he's adding this, and yeah. So for artist container, they named it artist container, and you know, I didn't want to be nitpicky about it. I would have preferred just artist. I even created this test where I just called it artist test here. So this is our full test suite, by the way. One test, and because we need at least one test to pass Travis CI, and so I imported artist container. I actually called it artist, and then here I called it artist. But now it's gotten a little bit out of control. All these containers, because I didn't say anything about it. I think I'll still just sort of leave it like this, and instead of asking for request for change, I'll just create a new ticket to refactor it into without the container, because now it's going to be a little bit of work to refactor everything, all these files. Yeah, so I'll just create another ticket for that.
Cause like even the folder structure,
yeah,
they were importing stuff. I see they're doing home import, home container from home/container.
Yeah. I'm actually okay with like the directory being like that, and keeping the test immediately next to it. Some people prefer that, and I think that's what we're gonna end up doing.
Okay, then if that's the case, instead, then they could just name the file like index.
Yeah.
The home container, just index, so they can import from home.
Yeah, that's a good point. Cleaner. That's a good point. We might do that. Yeah, we might do that. Yeah, thanks for that. Because I would have just said just name it about or home. And yeah, it automatically goes to index if you just if you do it in the folder. You're exactly right. So here, let's review this all. The test passed, so that's good. So let me just actually stop the test, because I'm not going to change anything. And let me run the app. So yarn test. Sorry, yarn start. And let me just make sure that yarn completed here. Yeah, that looks fine. So let me close this for 1 second and take a good view of this. So still keeping things relatively simple, but yeah, have more routes here. It's good that he included it in a div. Home container, yeah, this one should be exact. That's good. Yeah, that looks fine to me. Look good to you, Joseph?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. So let's take a look at these. I think they're also relatively simple, this ticket was really more about the routing. Yeah, so this will eventually be a class. I don't think I really want to nitpick about that right now. We could just add a refactor ticket. But that looks fine. Let's see, artist container. I'm guessing these are all very similar. Yeah, actually look at that. This one is actually a class. Oh, this was the first one. So yeah. So this was here before, but I guess he moved it to the artist folder. And so that's why it's showing all this new stuff. Yeah, it's showing it as so a new file. Causes container. But look at this. This one is actually a class. Okay. So if most of these are classes, I might. But no, this is a function. That looks fine too. Oh. What happened? You falling asleep over there?
What?
You falling asleep?
Not yet.
Yeah, we're gonna go for about 13 more minutes. And yeah, this is a class 2. And what was the readme modified? So this is actually okay. I think once I merge the update, that'll fix this. We'll see here in a minute. Let me just look at how it actually looks, and so I'll switch over here. So this is it's actually not showing. So 1 second. 1 second to the Switch people. Here we go. Yeah, so OBS is slowing things so much that it's still loading. Come on. Okay. Home container. What was it? Yeah, go ahead. Or was it contact?
So it's interesting because it's rendering one component at a time. Maybe they changed something in the React router. I haven't used it lately because without the switch set, I saw before when you asked me it was okay. I saw that it did not have the switch statement.
Right.
But apparently it's working without the switch statement.
Yeah, you don't. You don't need it.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. Because before when you type that, it would have rendered
the root component.
Yeah, and also Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, it works. And so if you use exact also, um, it'll just show that. If you do want to render like other components at the same time, you can just go to, let me just show you. You probably already know this, but let's see, back to app. And yeah, you can just add them right here within the div. So like if you added, there's a ticket to add the header. So the header is going to go here. I cannot edit. One second. So for example, you just put it here. So in case anyone's watching out there, or like the nav bar, and then this will persist, whatever you call it, you know, that bar might be more descriptive. Then this will be, you know, on every page. And yeah, so it'll be kind of a sibling of whatever it matches here. When you do put exact, it has to match exactly this right here, whatever this path is. So I don't think I'm telling you anything you don't already know, Joseph. Let's merge this ticket. I think it's good to go. Essentially, there was that class thing. There was like 2 functions instead of classes. Yeah, I mean, I think especially since it's not really a container yet. It has no state or anything. I'm not gonna be critical over it. Let's see, there was artist causes. Yeah, I think I checked them all. Cool. So I'll head back over to Vivaldi. And so let me just show you that one part. So I'm gonna update that while it's updating. Yeah, I mean, I like this view here where you can see the differences overlaid on top of each other. This is what we had before, but there's also the split version. And so when you use git lens on code, the first version that you pick on the compare is the left side, and the second version is on the right side. Yeah, so the only thing is this part not that part. Wasn't there something that got deleted? So maybe it just got updated, so it's gone. Yeah, commit is there. Let me switch to the first commit here. Oh, it was the README. That's what it was.
I didn't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So if this passes, it should pass. I'm just gonna add my review. So I'll just say this looks great overall. Nice work getting it set up. And let me just check. And so it actually already passed that right there. Yeah, so let's give it a second. I'll add the review. And merge that. But I do want to check up with you, Joseph. Was there anything that you wanted to announce that you're going to work on? Maybe some more Facebook reviews?
Yeah, I will work on that also, definitely.
Okay.
And
they kind of expect you to, right?
What?
They kind of expect you to do a lot of reviews over there, right?
Yeah. And also, I told Matt yesterday I will work on the human connection, on the ticket to make. I think it was some CSS on the mobile view. You need to fix something.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't started working on it, so if tomorrow I have time, it's not even tomorrow, it's today, in a few hours.
It's tomorrow for me. It's still tomorrow. It'll still be tomorrow for me. So this will be like Wednesday. Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
No. I haven't worked on my my book website.
Mm-hmm.
I have that on hold for now.
Are you still gonna leave it on hold?
Yeah, for now, for a couple of days, then resume.
Okay. Okay. Anything else?
No, that's all.
So let me just make sure that this passed CI. It'll let me. I guess I may need to reload. Let me just add the review first of all. So approve. Okay, looks good. All right, so got that done. And I'll just write that here. Over here. And I do want to say thank you so much for joining me for the first time, Joseph.
Yeah.
It was really cool reviewing a ticket there. It was like group reviewing or pair reviewing. Did that a little bit with the Colt yesterday, reviewing one of Daniel's tickets. But yeah, really cool. So, any final thoughts for the Twitch universe?
I don't have anything except just say happy coding to everyone.
That's perfect. Thank you, Joseph. I'll leave it there. I'll sign off there. See you next time.
All right.
Thanks, Joseph. Joseph
out.
out. Perfect. Thanks, everyone.
Train. I will be the Mr. Man with light in my head.